Bloggo's POW! Welcome to 3 Up, where I have a look at the first 3 games I played on a system. So, the first game that I got with my Master System was Hang On. Now, it's a packing game with a lot of the Master System consoles now. It was then, but it came on a cartridge rather than built in. So I got that on a dual cartridge with Astro Warrior as well. So this was my first Master System experience. I picked up a Master System I think in 1991 or 1990. I can't remember now. But anyway, it was advertised in the local paper. So I for £50 I think, box complete with this and Astro Warrior, and then of course the other game of the 3 I'm going to be talking about. Oh crap! And also it's nice. It's fast. It's very smooth. Hasn't got any in-game music like the arcade game does, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not going to make the first checkpoint, so I have to have another try at this. So having another try here from the beginning. One thing that's strange about this, which the arcade game didn't have, is it's got 3 gears. The bike's got 3 gears, which you change by moving up and down on the D-pad. Now that initially, as somebody who previously was a joypad noob, used to play all my games with the zip stick on the Amiga or the Commodore 64, where you normally press up to accelerate in a racing game, you press the button to accelerate. So yeah, that's good, that's fair enough. But you push up and down to change your gears, which, that was a bit of a culture shock. And you'll still see that when I'm going around a corner, sometimes I'll change down gear by accident. Well, I'll make the checkpoint this time. Will I? Yep, I did. Extended play. I changed gears then by accident. I did not mean to do that. And again there. So I find it very hard to go round the corners without changing gear. Or indeed, if I do want to go in the corner and I have changed down gear, changing back up again is a real pain in the arse. But yes, a fun game. Something if you've got a Master System I think you probably should own, and if you've got one of the Master Systems with it built in when you turn the machine on, you've already got it. So worth playing. Let's see if I can get to the end of the next stage. I wonder if I keep on swapping down my gears like that. I don't think I'm going to have crashed too many times. Oh no, I did. There we go. Let's see. A very deserty looking stage. With some cactuses and Death Valley in the background. Yeah, very nice. It's a fun game. Nice and smooth, nice and fast. Yeah, it's my first Master System game. I was quite pleased with that. So, on the Hang On cartridge was also Astro Warrior, a game I'd never heard of. So let's have a good look, see what I found. What I found was a scrolling shoot 'em up. I do love some scrolling shoot 'em ups. Now this is very much in the vein of something like Star Force, or if you're a Commodore 64 fan, Warhawk, that sort of game. Yeah, nice and jolly. The main problem this game has is it's only 3 levels. It's really short. It's almost like a demo. It's a real shame, because if it was just a little bit longer, this would be a cracker of a game, a real hidden gem. Now, unlike Star Force, it's got power-ups. So you can already see I've upgraded my speed twice, I've upgraded my front shot once. Should be some more weapons coming up soon. You get the weapons by destroying the ground targets, of which there's none on the screen at the moment. Oh, there's some. So there we go, some ground targets there. I should get the power-ups float down any second now, as long as these stupid nuclear wagon wheels get out of the way. There we go. Laser. Let's speed up. Yeah, now we're cooking, and that there is an option. A little bit like Gradius there. That's nice. Let's speed up. And there's the other option. So that's me fully powered up now. Don't think I want to speed up. Two options and a laser. Good stuff. So yeah, pleasantly surprised with this, especially considering it was a game I never heard of before. It's just a shame it's so short. There's only 3 levels. We get the boss coming up now. Not much of a challenge there. Surely revives an Oni. So it loops after the 3rd stage and you go back to the stage 1 again. These UFO things can be a pain if you let them fire, because they spread shot out from the side. It was the sort of game like this which I became like it was something I'd never heard of before. It really made me look at the Master System library closely and look for other hidden gems, things I wasn't aware of. I mean, there was lots of arcade conversions on the Master System, which was a good reason to own it. It was outside of the home computer ports the only way to play some classic Sega games like you know, Alien Storm. I suppose the 3D games like Afterburner and Space Harrier and Outrun. But hey, it was a Sega machine. It was me as a fan of Sega things, especially arcade games. It was the Master System was like a window to another world at the time, and having been brought up on shoddy conversions from the likes of US Gold and Activision. Yeah, great game this. Yeah, I recommend if you can pick it up. The most common way of finding it is as part of a cartridge with this and Pit Pot together. It seems that the original cartridge I had with Hang On and this together was it's hard to come by these days. But yeah, good fun. Let's should get the next boss up, and I'll imagine in a moment. I'm not going to play all the way through this, even though it is a short game. It's I'm running out of things to say about it. this next boss? Nibiros. Shit. But yeah, that sort of looks like a salamander boss or something like that. Really great. Okay, yeah, so Astro Boy, great game, worth picking up. So the last game I got that day, top of the first three, is Action Fighter. Again, hadn't heard of this. Enter your name. Okay. Secret command says I've got to sink 3 submarines. There we go. Signed by the President, Donald Trump himself. Bloggo's ready. And what you've got here, essentially a spy hunter. Shit. A little timer down the side there, which really grants you infinite lives until the timer runs out. Sega did like to do that with some of their games. So you... oh shit, you don't miss the truck. But occasionally you'll find that you get knocked off the road by an ambulance. No, that happened to me in real life. True story. Ask my brother. But as I was saying, so occasionally, if we look closely, there we go, you get a junction in the road which kills you. No, sorry, a letter that comes up. You collect the letters A, B and C, and we'll see what happens when that happens. A, B, C and D, should I say, for the most part. I've missed the truck again. I can't remember what you get from the truck because it's not one of these icons. There we go, C. We should get D here soon, as long as we don't do something stupid like that. Look about this infinite lives thing at the beginning of the game. There we go, there's D. Upgrade to a sports car. Little super deformed Porsche. What's next? E. And then finally, oh, I remember what the trucks do. They do upgrades. Like Spy Hunter. And there's F. So just survive long enough to get to the end of a stretch of road. And when you get a bolt on that turns the car, which previously turned into a motorcycle car, remember, into an aeroplane. This is where the game changes up from Spy Hunter, because what you get now is a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up in the vein of Xevious. So you've got a forward firing weapon, and you've got a bomb as well. And drop these bombs on these little raft things down there and onto these cars. Out for a Sunday drive and somebody drops a bomb on you. Good little bombs on those. Oh shit. So there, Action Fighter is really Spy Hunter, but with a Xevious game capped on. So it's interesting. Again, something I'd never heard of before. And a fun game. Bizarrely enough, I did find out shortly afterwards this was actually released on the Amiga. This was my home computer of choice at the time. what that little flag does. It's probably some sort of bonus I've just missed. I wonder if we'll see the submarines I need to sink. Oh crap. Doesn't look like it. I used to know these enemy patterns off by heart. Spent so many hours playing this. Little gunboat there, speeding across. That's a power up. Gives us missiles instead of normal guns. Should make things a bit easier. Going in and out of the clouds here reminds me of Taito arcade game Tokyo. It's worth playing on main. There we go. A little bonus for collecting the flags. Yeah, good game. Again, you probably can find it fairly cheap if you go looking. I don't think it's a particularly rare game. It was one of the first Master System games released, way before the Master System 2 came out. Oh, might be boss time. Here we go. Oh, only 3 bombs kills the submarine. Remember that. Useful life information there. Oh, jet. Yeah, there we go. Action Fighter. Good fun game. And I can't really talk about the Master System in the early days without talking about this, the Snail Maze game, which if you boot up your Master System 1 and hold up and buttons 1 and 2, you get this little game. You control a little snail going around a maze, and I've already cocked it up. Cute little diversion here. Go. Get down those holes, Madel snaze. So yeah, not technically one of the 3, but it did come packed in with the game, and it gets progressively more complicated as you go through. And also a little of a bit of a dick to control with this Master System joypad. I've just gone in a stupid circle there. Stupid snail cough. Oh, never mind. But yeah, Snail Maze. You might have it on your Master System, you just might not know it. Well, that was the first 3 Master System games I had for my Master System. What did you get with your Master System? What were your first games for that? Thanks for watching this first episode of 3 Up, and we'll see you on the next one. Here, subscribe or naff off!